in the show, we listened to music that took your breath away. Now it's time to set your dance steps on a wild trip. Alright, so see where Shift Focus has brought me. Looks like I've landed into a fantasy and a very mystical jungle where the animals come alive. There are leos, there are sambas, and there are pantheons as well. And apparently they have a little story to tell me. What is the story that you all have? Well, wait. You've got to speak into the mic and tell us what is the story.
Okay, let me see. There's a jungle, happy jungle, so-called. And we are there, the pantheons, the very powerful ones. And they are there, the Leos. And they so-called rule this jungle, and we're very irritated about it all the time. And then she comes, she's a Samba, and she's happily dancing around doing her business. And then the leader kills her. She dies, and then she's born. So when she's born, she doesn't have anyone to look at. So first one she sees is her, the lioness, who looks compassionate at her because she's a small, beautiful thing. And then what happens? Yeah. And then because of all the tension and all that, she starts thinking she's the mother. So she starts protecting her, and then we enter. So we can't take care of, we can't stand the Leos at all. Have to attack them every possible chance. Plus this thing looks so precious, so inviting. So we start attacking her. And then what happens, as usual, they start fighting, and they have to fight for the sake of their pride, the Leos and their pride. So we have a brawl, we have a fight, we kill people, they kill us, all that. And in the end, as usual, not fair, but then they win even though we are more powerful. But then,
I'm a little curious to know why the lions are standing so quietly. Are y'all...
See, they're scared of me.
Are they scared of me, or are they looking at me as like a possible meal or something?
No, they're very scared of us.
And where has the spotted Samba come from? Where have you come from? Who are your parents?
When my mother is killed, I am born, and the first person that I look at is the lioness. So I think of her as my mother, and she, she's very compassionate. She wants to take care because I'm just a little baby. And because she is taking care of me, all the other lions are also trying to protect me from the very mean pantheons who are trying to eat me.
And the mighty lion that's behind us, are you really the king of the jungle, as they say?
Yeah. Obviously, we are the king of the jungle.
No, of course not.
Okay, it looks like the animals are getting wild. So while this little Samba is going to be my new pet, I think it's time for all of us to go watch the performance and see all of these lovely stories come alive. The stage of the Music Academy transformed into the wild habitat of the Leos, pantheons and spotted Sambas. The ferocious animals sent shivers down our spine as we watched them fight over their bait. The music, lights and costumes brought out the animal instinct of the wild. Choreographed by Igneeshwar from Uliam Uliam, this performance was nothing short of 4 months of hard work and practice. And of course, a lot of makeup. Okay, normally when you think of a lady, you think she spends a lot of time getting ready, but this gentleman next to me has spent more time than I have taken to dress up. So how long did it take for you to get into this costume, Igneeshwar?
5 hours.
Really?
Real.
Oh my god. And run us through, what have you done? You put body paint and what else?
We had a session of about like 2 hours to paint this thing in the bodysuit, and then put this on, and then we had to paint again over it to match with the skin tone, and we had to place this, and there is this, and there is this. We hold it, and there is this. And little bit of connection from here, pulling in the whole group. So we had to pull in at least 16, 17 on stage. Everyday rehearsal, it was a good performance. So each and every formation has to be done with everybody on stage, and we had to find a bigger place. And arranging all those things was the toughest part. And of course, the whole makeup.
So from animal makeup, it was on to the more recognizable classical dance avatar. Dancers Rukmini Vijay Kumar and Parshvanath Upadhyay vividly captured Shankara Bharanam, the story of the ornaments adorning Lord Shiva. The stunning Apuranas were not a step out of place. In sync, they depicted how Bhagiratha brought down Ganga and how Garuda and the Sarpam had a fight. From Apuranas to Gajnas, the duo brought to life the mythological characters all within 30 minutes. All in a day's work, you'd say?
Well, Shiva, as we know, has like eternal ornaments. To compile and to bring it to one performance for half an hour, that was a challenge. And here, as you see, we are playing the character of Gandharvas and Apsaras. We are taking the performance in such a way that it's a narrative as well as we are a part of it. We are a character also in the story. We are narrating it as well as we are like outside the story and inside the story. So that was like the different thing which I don't think anyone would have done it so far. And it was challenging.
It's
and it was
kind of
nice.
like hard to switch roles from one to the other, and sometimes, and I mean, I think we work well together because he does halfway, I do half, and then it.
From one god to another, Dance Used Suma Mani, on the other hand, chose to do a piece on Krishna. Her vibrant dancers brought a modern twist to the classical dance form. The fascinating story of Krishna's formative years and his exploits over the Asuras was an entertaining performance. The all-girl team was no surprise, and here's why.
Character by itself is Krishna and it's a male character, so anything can happen within girls and we are, girl dominating, so we are happy doing that.
The 90-minute show not only transported us into the animal kingdom and the mythological world of gods and demons, the audience couldn't stop raving about which was their favorite one.
It was wonderful. I was very impressed with the facial features and how everyone was so expressive with what they did in the dance and how it really was able to tell its story, and I thought it was very exciting.
It was really great. It was a combination of the traditional and modern. So it was like in the beginning it was starting with the traditional and it went into the modern, the second act and the third was really good. So all in all it was a complete amazing performance.
Udeshwar said it right. It was an amazing performance, especially the attention to detail, be it the costume or the chemistry between the dancers. Well executed, guys. And with that, it's time to bid adieu on Shift Focus. But remember, Shift Focus Nights is happening at 10 Downing Street this week, so I'll catch you there with the team. Bring your dancing shoes, and until then, it's me, Dipti, saying goodbye and be good.